What's up, everyone? This is yours truly, Julian Vaughn for Slam Podcast, where we talk about sports, life, and music. But of course, tonight we're talking about good old sports with one of my good friends. We go back, 30 years, 30 long years. My man,
Wow.
Big Jax,
What it
KC's own.
what it do, bro? How you living?
Man, we're living pretty good, man. Living pretty good. Trying to
Yeah.
keep our head above water over here.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm so excited about and proud to be here with you. Let's do this, baby. Let's get this
Yeah.
going.
So a lot of y'all know that I'm a artist first, but those that know me really well know I'm heavily into sports. And I was like, you know what? I think I need to bring my man Big Jax in on this because I want to talk some football and
Yeah.
we're right in the middle of football season. I want to get some more inputs, so y'all just not hearing it from my mouth. I want y'all to hear from another knowledgeable man himself that has his own podcast, which we're gonna talk about during
Yeah.
the show. But let's just get into it, man. Since we both from
Sure.
KC, we born bred. Let's talk
Born and
about these
bred.
Chiefs, man. Five
Man,
and three, third in the AFC West, but we know that's gonna change.
right.
What you thinking? What you thinking about so far, man? Since we almost halfway into the season.
Man, you know what? I'm so excited right now. I see so many signs that this team is about to be really, truly back to the level that we enjoyed back in 19 and 20. You feel me?
Hmm.
I was saying the other day, I started hearing people talking and complaining about all the refs are cheating for the Chiefs. I'm like, yeah, we are back, baby.
Right.
That means y'all can't even figure out how we keep winning like this. So y'all got to find something to blame it on. So,
Hmm.
this team, Patrick Mahomes, man, I can't possibly say enough about that dude. But at the same time, I just believe that football is why I love football because it's the ultimate team sport.
Yep.
Because the better the team plays around him, the better off this team is going to be. So now you got an offensive line that's holding up. Now you got his weapons getting back in place. Man, I tell people all the time, we'll see you in Santa Clara because it's on. Let's
For
go.
sure. And on top of that, I think one of the most healthiest teams right now.
Yeah,
You know,
that Pacheco injury changes things a little
a
bit.
little bit. Yeah.
It does. I like the rotation that they had. So
Hmm.
that's the main thing about the Pacheco injury is that I like the idea that you could give Pacheco 10 carries a game. You're gonna give Kareem 6 or 7 carries a game. He gonna get you
Hmm.
that 2 yards every time.
And on the goal line, you already know who they're going to right
He's
anyway.
better. He's
Yep.
better than the tush push
Yep.
on the goal line.
Yep.
And then you got Brashard Smith who can come in as that rookie and
Hmm.
run the ball 3, 4, 5 times, catch 3 or 4 more passes out there. So it was nice. I like the rotation. So in my opinion, and we'll see, but I think Brashard Smith is going to take that 10 carry load, and you keep Kareem at the 7 or 8 carry load.
Yeah.
And then if maybe you activate Mitchell this week, and since he's been a healthy scratch all this time, but I think before Pacheco was hurt and once he gets back, that their running game is not powerful, it's not game changing, but it's effective.
Yeah. For sure.
It makes you play him honest.
Hmm.
Because if Pacheco sneaks through one of those holes, he can break you off for 10 or 12 like that, like nothing. And again, Kareem, when you see him come in the game, you know they're gonna run, and you still can't stop them.
They gonna they gonna either run or you gonna catch it in that flat.
Yeah. So
Yep.
either way, you already know that running game makes you have to play honest. And once you have to play honest, now you got to figure out how to deal man to man with all those receivers.
Yep.
And then you got to figure out what to do with Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he got like a resurgence this year. I think I don't know if it's because engaged or they just got all the weapons. I think it's because they got all the weapons. I ain't gonna fool with
Yeah,
Kelsey like that.
that's what it is. I love Taylor Swift. Let me just say that right off the
Right.
top, because that's Travis's girl. You
Yep.
feel me? I'm down with Taylor.
Yep.
But no, the having all those weapons out there is obviously because when you didn't have that last year, now you can concentrate on Trav and
Mm-hmm.
always bracket him up and keep him in a box. It made it a lot harder, but now you don't even know where it's all coming from. And if you got any injuries on defense, you are cooked. Do you?
Cooked. And I think you got to pick your poison when you play them. I honestly think they're about to go on the run. That's
Yeah,
what I think. I mean I could see them only losing what maybe one or two games if that
that's it. That's it. If
because
that.
of injury.
Yeah, that's
If
it.
if they're healthy, I think they're running the table.
Oh
Period.
my goodness, man. And the great part is that I've been even that much more excited about is to see that, last year it wasn't because of injury, it was just bad play, but to see the
Yeah.
depth. So when your rookie left tackle is gone for 2 or 3 weeks, you
Yep.
actually had a veteran player who's highly skilled that could step in and be competent. He got off to a little rough start this past
Mm-hmm.
week. He got beat a couple times right off the top, but then he got himself together and he played extremely well the rest of the game. To see Suamataia have been able to make that move, when
Mm-hmm.
you drafted him and he didn't work out last year, you're like, man, it's another left tackle that didn't work. But to see him be able to move inside and you can see him every week getting better
Yeah.
and better and better. Like that's gonna be huge. And then you missed Trey Smith last week as well. And
I forgot all
Caliendo
about
stepped
him.
in and
Yep.
did his thing. So that kind of depth, I think, and I keep saying that to people, that is the key now in the NFL. Because again, injuries are going to hit everybody.
Yep.
It matters if you got guys at the second position, if you got guys too deep that can step in and keep a standard of play, then you'll be going to be a lot more successful. And that's the most exciting thing for me about the Chiefs. Now they too deep for real. And man, whoo, they're
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
was
hard
talking
to
about
beat.
Jalen Moore coming in for the
Yeah,
rookie Simmons. Shoot, they paid him what $30 million, so he
they
better be
did.
he
They
better be
did.
balling.
Yeah,
Shoot.
but the thing is once you drafted Simmons, you really put it in a position where you knew Jalen Moore wasn't really going to play this year.
Yeah.
Now the contract's a 2-year contract. That's 30 million, so it's a real easy contract to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't need him, but really all it does is encourage you because next year when Jawan Taylor leaves,
Yeah,
because he's
thank God.
leaving,
He got to
he's
get out.
leaving.
He got to get out of
Uh,
here.
and you know what? Again, that's somebody else who I think has kind of had a bad rap from the standpoint of
Mr.
he was
False Start.
one of the most penalized players before
Yeah.
he came here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's had a lot of penalties. I will agree with that. I'm with that. And it's better when he doesn't get them, which he hasn't
Mm-hmm.
the last couple of weeks. Uh, but when that ball is hyped and he has to block, he gets the job done. Do you
Yeah.
hear me? He gets the job done. So you're just not going to bring him back because there's so much money involved. And
Yeah.
now you got Jalen Moore who can go step right in over there and
Mm-hmm.
take that spot. You re-sign him for another contract. You got Simmons on a rookie deal. Now you might have your left and right tackle anchored down for the next 3 or 4 years without
Mm-hmm.
having to do very much with it at all, without spending an exorbitant amount of resources. So that Brett Veach is cold, man. I'm telling you, that dude knows
Man,
what he's doing.
listen, Clark bet never he bet not ever get rid of that man.
Nah.
Even after Andy gone, you better
Oh
pay
yeah.
that man what he want.
Yeah, and I love that about being a general manager. For Beach, I don't see why he would ever go anywhere else.
Right.
And for Clark, I don't see any reason to ever let him go anywhere else.
Beach got the keys to the city, if you ask me.
Me too. And like I said, it was kind of the saga at the tackle position kind of introduced a little bit of doubt into that because you picked
Mm-hmm.
Wanye Morris the year before, who
Yeah.
didn't really work out.
Yeah, he
Then you
was
picked
horrible.
Suamataia, who didn't really work out at that left tackle. And so it made you kind of wonder, okay, do we really trust in Veach? But man, he fixed that thing this year. I guess they got to go to the Super Bowl and get their bus kicked before
Yep.
he can fix the O line. But they did it again. They did it
Yeah.
again. Just
Did it
like they did
again.
when they lost to Tampa the first time, they did it again. Like, wow, this dude fixed the problem, period.
Yep.
No
And
questions asked.
and to be 5-3 and bettors are already picking the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl. But if the
Mhm.
playoffs started today, they wouldn't even have qualified.
No,
That's crazy to me.
that is crazy. They are the overwhelming pick of Vegas right now because everybody can see.
Yep.
You can see it. You know when you lost Rashid in that game one. I mean, Worthy in game one, and Rashid was still out. And now when you just see the injection of offense that them two dudes bring back, because I didn't even see Tyquan Thornton hit the field this past week. Like I don't
Oh,
remember
oh
him.
yeah, I ain't heard his name called in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see his number like 2 weeks ago. I remember he was on the field. I think he caught a pass. This past week's Monday night, I did not even see him on the field. So
Yeah.
to think that he's sitting over there with all that talent, and you know how Andy does. Andy saves stuff. He
Yep.
keeps stuff back. He's not gonna show you all his cards. So
Nope.
when it comes playoff time,
It's a wrap.
man,
Yep.
to see Juju Smith-Schuster making a difference, like what?
Hey man, one thing about him outside of catching, because he's basically a possession receiver. That man be blocking, bro. That's a
Yeah, you
big
do.
dude,
For real.
and that gets overlooked.
Yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
That's true. He the good thing about him is he recognizes that as that veteran, he needs to do whatever he has to do to let it
Yep.
make us win. And that's the culture that's set here and with Pat and these guys is we don't care about individual stats. We don't care who scores the touchdown.
Yep.
We just know everybody gonna eat. That's what their big thing is this year. Everybody gotta eat. And as long as we do that and everybody gets a little bit and we win, that's all them. And we trying to win Super Bowls.
Yep.
We ain't Buffalo. We trying to actually win the whole thing. So
It's about Buffalo. Since you just brought
mhm,
that up,
mhm.
we got them this weekend,
Man.
and I feel like the whole media, fans included, they want Josh Allen to get there.
Ah,
They want him to get to the big dance.
ah.
And they talking about the Chiefs refs cheating, and because
Hmm.
we win all the time. The same thing they did with New England.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah,
cheat
yeah. Yep.
2 or 3 times, but it ain't the same over here. But this whole Buffalo Bills thing, man, where they are just eager to put Josh Allen on this pedestal of the Super Bowl, man. And I
Yeah.
just don't think it's going. I don't think they're going to get there. I think their receivers is trash.
Yep.
You got the what, second year player, what, Keon Coleman, I
Yeah.
think that's his name.
Yeah,
Six
that's
four, he
it.
can't get open.
No separation.
None.
None. None.
So I'm
Only way
like,
he gets
boom,
open is if he gets schemed open.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
like, boom, Chiefs got that one right there.
Yeah.
Bills got their best D tackle, Ed Oliver, out
Right.
for a
Oh,
long
man.
period of time. Boom.
Boom.
They two starting safeties out. I don't
Ah,
think they were very good to begin with, but
but
they
but
out.
that's what that's what I keep telling people though is the thing about the NFL, and that's what I was just talking about with depth, is that from being the number one starter to the number two guy on
Mm-hmm.
most of these teams and most of these positions is still a fairly dramatic drop off
Yep.
from number one to number two. And so if you got two or three number twos playing in your one side of the ball on defense against this offense, you are in trouble. Do
Yep.
you hear me? Trouble. So, and yeah, I it's funny. I call Josh Allen. I call him Joshy. That's Joshy. And
The
the thing when they
disrespect.
talk about when they talk about the league trying to help the Chiefs win, I don't go for that. But I will
Nope.
say this: with Josh Allen, they actually changed the rules of the game in
Mm-hmm.
order to make it better for Josh Allen.
For sure.
And the reason why the overtime rules in the playoffs are like they are now is because of that 13-second game. And
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen didn't get the ball again in order to try to come back and win. We took the ball down, scored a touchdown, game over. The next season, they changed the rule.
Yep.
Last year, when they was doing that tush push in the playoffs over and over again that the Chiefs kept stopping, they changed the rule to go to the virtual marking of the ball. They
Mm-hmm.
had them chips in the ball for 10 years, bro, but never changed the rule until it came time for Joshy. So,
Mm-hmm.
they want to see Josh Allen win. And the thing is, I'll say this, the dude is awesome. Do you hear
No,
me?
got one of the best arm, probably the best arm in the league
Probably the
right
best
now.
arm. And he'll take off running on you, and he's
And he
huge.
will run you over.
Over, straight up, because he is huge.
Yeah.
So the dude can play. I actually like to see him. And like you just said, I think if he had better receivers, he would be a much, much better contention to get one of these, to win against Pat one of these times.
Yep.
But
No
when
more no more Diggs.
no,
I think no more Davis. He ain't there no more
no,
either. I don't know
no,
who. I don't other than Coleman. I don't know who their other
their other
number
receivers
two,
are.
number three wideout is.
And that's the point right
Yeah.
there. If I don't even know who these other dudes are, I know they got Keon, the Coleman kid, like you said, that they
Mm-hmm.
drafted last year. But other than that, they don't have a receiver of any consequence. So
Yeah.
I don't think his roster is that good. It's never been that good. There's always
Yeah.
been flaws in their roster. And then on top of that, there's Pat Mahomes,
Yeah.
who to me is just he's what he does on the field is really hard to really to communicate how much he brings to the team. His ability to throw from all the different platforms. His now he's better at reading defenses than he's ever been.
Yeah. He's seen it all. He's seen all the
He's
defenses.
seen it all.
You can't throw nothing else. You can't throw nothing at him.
Nothing. That's all those motions. Every time they run a motion, if that man goes with them, that's a man-to-man defense. So
Mm-hmm.
that's going to tell you pretty much where the ball. If he's going to go ahead and hand it off on that RO on that RPO, he's probably going to hand it off on that one. Or okay, one-on-one. That means one of those dudes can probably get deep on somebody.
Oh yeah.
And then if he don't run with him and it's a zone, now Trav about to find a spot and pick you
Mm-hmm.
apart.
Yep.
So
And that's
if
what I like
you
about Pat, man. He sees literally sees the whole football field when he's out
oh
there.
yeah,
And that's the difference between him and most of these quarterbacks in the league.
yeah,
Josh if you put Josh in a Chiefs uniform, they still gonna get the job done.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
but after him, it's not that many.
It's
Uh,
not.
you
It's
know,
really not. Joe Burrow can't stay
can't
healthy.
stay healthy
Lamar is going to choke in the playoffs.
for
Period.
sure. For sure.
Sure, no question.
I think Jordan Love, by the
Jalen
way,
Hurts.
is
I
just
like
into the
Jalen Hurts
MVP
a
race.
lot.
You like Jalen Hurts?
He gets the
I'm
job done.
he's a perfect game manager.
Yes, yes,
That's what he is. I think that's what Tom Brady was, a great game
yes.
manager as well. But
Absolutely. He was
yeah,
not an outstanding quarterback. He was a perfect game manager.
yep,
And I'll say this for Brady, he was able to do it again without a lot of name brand receivers. Like he had
mm-hmm.
Randy Moss for that short time. But when you talk about what's his name, Brown was his one of his best receivers.
Oh yeah,
You
he
know,
had ah,
Edelman,
yep, had Edelman. He had I think he had Danny Woodhead at one time. He,
yep. He did.
he
Like,
had a
what
whole
I'm
bunch
saying?
of
Like
yeah,
average dudes, man. But
David Patton.
he was not pushing the ball way downfield anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna manage the game, hit you where he need to hit you. They was gonna have some sort of body at running back that was pretty decent, and
Yep,
he
Kevin
was
Falk.
not gonna make a lot of
Yep,
mistakes.
yep,
So
and but the difference between them and the Chiefs, I think the Patriots, like you said, they just won. They just won, but I think the Chiefs, we went sexy. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Yeah,
you got
it's
that.
yeah. It's got that. They got that swag.
Yeah,
The Patriots was boring, but
yes,
they
they
won
were.
almost every other year. So I mean,
He was there. Yeah.
yeah. So it just lets you know it's different ways to get it done.
I heard Pat post game this week say that our record may not be as good as last year, but we're having way more fun.
Yep, you can see
He's
it.
been talking about having more fun for 2 years.
Yep.
But now when he got his weapons back and the team's coming together, Now you see I love to see those receivers together too. All of them,
Mm-hmm.
that whole group, they look like they are having fun. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
they're having fun because, dude, they already know. They know. None of y'all can touch us.
None of y'all can touch us.
Yep.
None of y'all can touch us. So, and then we say all of that about that offense, but then this defense is just consistent, and they work hand in hand so well.
And
As
fast.
you can see it against Washington on Monday night. Once they went up by 14, once it was 21-7, game over.
Mm-hmm.
Game over.
Yeah.
Defense got their ears pinned back. We coming to get you. You ain't gonna have no time to throw the ball. We already stopped the run. We didn't stop
Yep.
every good running back we faced this year, from
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry to Saquon Barkley. Like, you didn't stop all the running backs. So if we can stop the running back and get up by 14 points, it's over, bro. It's
Yeah.
over.
And I don't
We're not
think.
giving up them leads no more. That's not gonna happen no more.
Oh, for sure. And I think the defensive speed is just underrated, bro. I mean, them
Yeah,
our backers are fast
yeah. And they tackle like crazy.
for
That's the
sure.
other thing. You don't see no bunch of missed tackles. You know what I mean? Like when they come up, and that goes all the way to all your DBs, Hicks, uh,
Mm-hmm.
McDuffie will come up and tackle you. Justin
Watson
Watson will come up and
for
tackle you.
sure.
Jalen Watson, like,
Cook.
all those dudes will come up and
Mm-hmm.
tackle you. And I don't need you to bring the wood and knock somebody out. I just need, when you get there, get you a sure tackle, get
Yep.
them on the ground. We'll
Grab
we'll we'll work the rest out.
grab them feet.
Grab them feet
Yep.
and get them on the ground,
Yeah.
because now it's 3rd and 6. And if it's 3rd and 6, now Chris Jones and Carl Loftus and Mike Dana can all pin their ears back and come at it.
Mm-hmm.
And now you in trouble.
And indoor teams got to come here when it's, we already
Yeah,
know what our weather's like in December and
yeah,
January. It get
right.
cold as I don't know what,
Yes, sir.
but we used to it. So
Right. And that's funny. I remember 2 years ago when they played Miami in that ridiculously cold
oh,
game.
they didn't want to, they didn't even want to come.
And you want to get off the plane, bro. So that night, I went to go pick up some dinner for me and wifey, right? And I walk into the restaurant. I'm standing at the bar waiting for my food because I'm getting it to go. And it's this couple sitting there with the Miami gear on. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all here for the game? They was like, are y'all from Miami? Yeah, we from Miami. They was
Mm-hmm.
like, yesterday, we was on our boat in the Keys and it was 87 degrees yesterday. And now you come to Kansas City and it's below zero. So
It
you
was
have
negative
no,
like 10 out there.
yeah, you have no way to adjust to that. There's no way to adjust to that. Like, you know how it is for us when it first starts getting cold, and like it is now. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
just came in from outside and I was like, ooh, it's a little chilly, got a little bite to it.
For
But
sure.
we got a few more months to get,
Yep.
acclimated to that cold before it's -10.
Mm-hmm.
Them dudes go from 87 to -10 in 24 hours.
Right.
There's no way you can prepare for that. And
Nope.
as much advantages as they have as an NFL team, the field is heated. They got those
Mm-hmm.
heated benches over there. They got all the cold weather gear you can come up with, including those big stadium coats. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, you can do all of that, man. But there's no way when you go out on that field that any of that is really helping you when it's 10 below and you coming from 80 degrees. Like, that's
Yep.
killer. So, like you said, somebody like Indianapolis that everybody's talking about.
Mhm. The Chargers, even though we lost, they still
Oh,
got to
yeah.
come here in the cold.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'll be at that Chargers game
Yeah,
too. I can't wait. Yeah.
Raiders.
Raiders,
Who else? Well, Denver used to it too, so that's gonna be
pretty much. Yeah.
that's gonna be a
That's gonna
fun
be
one.
some
But
battles right there, though.
oh
Them two
yeah, I'm looking
games.
forward to it.
That Denver team is for real.
Yeah.
Bo Nix can play, and that defense is serious. That defense is serious.
Who's back there? Is Sertan?
Surtain, yep, yeah.
He better than his daddy, man.
I remember watching him play as a kid because
Yeah, he played
his
for the
daddy,
Chiefs. Yep.
yeah, his daddy was here then, and they played out in Blue Springs with my son, and so
Hmm.
I heard little Pat playing. You know what I'm saying? Because him, Vrabel, Kendall Gammons, who was the center back in
I
the day,
remember him.
the
Yeah.
long snapper, and Trent Green. All four of them, they had their sons was all on the same team out there
Oh
in Blue
wow.
Springs. Yeah, so I remember seeing all them cats play. So yeah, Lil Pat is a beast, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah,
So them gonna be some good games.
for sure. Man, before we get out of here, man, I got to touch on this. you know, it seems like everybody's keeps talking about it every single week. Man, this Cleveland Browns
Mm,
situation over there
mm.
with the fifth round pick, uh Shadur Sanders,
How do you hurt his back? That's what I want to know.
I think he got some good advice.
Mm,
I think that came from Pops, if you
mm.
asking me.
Put him in a
Uh
hole. Put him in a situation.
hmm Because and then everybody's like, oh, the coach fired the coach. Number one, they're not going to fire a two-time coach of the year,
Nope.
and number two, I believe he's taking direct orders from the top, not
Yeah,
not the GM Andrew Berry. I think that's coming from the owner,
very top.
and so I mean, I don't think he's going to get in, and the coach ain't going nowhere. He's going to be back there next year.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
don't.
what I think that's happening.
It's just amazing how much they are determined to teach these guys a lesson. Like
Hmm
they're going a long way to show Dion and his son that we run this, you don't. And you was talking all that. I'm gonna go play wherever I want to play, and I'm gonna be number one or number two, and
hmm
me and Travis gonna be and this and that. And I don't know. I don't know exactly who Dion pissed off, but they are taking it out on his boy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like I think based on what I saw in of him in at Colorado, that the kid can make all the throws.
Hmm
That he and he's had so many reps at quarterback between high school, 3, 4 years of college. Like he's taking so many reps.
Yep.
So many of these guys now that are getting into the league at a high draft pick at quarterback, but they probably only started one season, maybe two.
Right.
In most of these situations, maybe two. In college, that's it. Where this dude been playing the whole time. So I
And
think
getting tutored by Brady in the offseason.
right, and
But
all the rest of these good quarterbacks that his daddy is connected with. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like everybody wants to benefit Shador. Everybody. So
hmm
he got a lot of knowledge. I think once he gets his chance, I think he's going to be fine.
But do you think he's going to get it in? You think he's going to get it in Cleveland? I think Dylan Gabriel is going to have to literally get carried off the field for him to get in that game.
That one, if Gabriel gets hurt, or if they go through this whole year and he's just absolutely terrible. Like I agree with the idea that the small game, the sample size that they
Hmm
have on Dylan Gabriel right now, it doesn't really make sense to pull him yet. That's just
Yeah.
reality. Like, I know you would say, well, he's not played very well, and he hasn't, but most rookies don't play
Right.
very well at quarterback when they come out. So, and I mean, 4 or 5 games is just not enough to know that you got to make that transition. So I get that. And so it makes you wonder, okay, does he make it through the end of the season? If he doesn't get hurt, do you play him all the way through? Or does it get to a point where because now Miles Garrett is talking about wanting to get traded again.
Nah, listen, Miles knew what he was signing up when he
For
signed
real.
that big old contract. You took the
Mm.
money, and this is going to be the rest of your career until your contract is up.
I can't understand how he wants to complain now. Like you knew the situation coming
Hmm
in, I was weak at quarterback and your offense was weak. So if he gets a chance, like I said, and Gabriel messes up bad enough or gets hurt, eventually you're going to end up having to play him. You're not going to get rid of him because you got him on. You got a capable. You know you got a capable quarterback, and he's on a rookie deal, a fifth round rookie deal. On top of that,
hmm
you're paying him almost no money at all. So there's no way that you're going to get rid of him. So I've heard people talking about maybe they'll trade him before the end of the season. There's no way that's going to happen.
Nope.
It just doesn't make sense. So especially now, once you got rid of Flacco, there's just no way you're going to get rid of a capable quarterback who's on a fifth round rookie deal. So he's going to be there, and eventually, I think he's going to have to get a chance. Maybe if you still haven't gotten a chance by next season, then yeah, they might trade him away. But
Yeah.
I doubt seriously that Gabriel's going to go through this whole season and never have to touch the bench. Now, we've been lucky, and that's what I told somebody the other day to see Pat play every play.
Every
Especially when
play.
you saw Jalen. I mean, the kid up in Washington was hurt. Jaden
Mm-hmm.
Daniel. When you saw
Mariota came in there.
Mariota came in, when you see these other quarterbacks getting hurt, I'm so glad that Pat finds a way, man. What it is, how he doesn't ever get hit hard enough or come up with an injury bad enough. I mean, that year he messed his knee up in that Denver game, he still only missed 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like this boy he's a bionic dude, I guess, man. He just not gonna go down. So us having Patty in there week after week in this league is so huge because if you don't have a competent quarterback, you have nothing. It doesn't matter who you're throwing the ball to.
Nothing. And I'm surprised at what all that Patrick Mahomes magic that KC has not given this man a nickname yet.
Nah,
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
I can't even think of one for him. I always call Chris Jones, that's Stone Cold. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Uh, I can't come up with it. That's the Killer Trav.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't got. I remember when the Raiders had Ken State. Well, I wasn't born, but I seen
Yeah,
all
the snake.
the football. Yeah, the snake. I'm
Yeah.
like, we can't come up with something for Patton. I mean, come on, because this dude he got magic in his
Yeah,
hands and them legs,
that's
man.
as
We
close
gotta.
as you get. Mahomes magic. When you hear
Yeah,
that's about as close as you get. Yeah, he's a bad boy. This is incredible. I tell people we won Super Bowl 4 and then we won Super Bowl 54. So for as a Chiefs fan, that's 50 years between Super Bowls. And so to see this era that we're living in right now, that this team, I honestly believe they're good enough right now and young enough still. I think they could make another run at a three-peat. Like I know that seems so far away and so totally impossible,
it
but
does, but it ain't impossible.
it's not
It's
because they
not.
just this is the better team than they've had the last 2 years that they
Hmm.
went to the Super Bowl both of those years. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
I think we would have had the first one if
yeah,
D4 wasn't off sides, but we passed it.
that's your boy right there. Boy, he came to a whole bunch of concerts. You know what I'm saying? Hey man,
Oh
I'm telling
man, I ain't gonna. Oh man, I ain't yeah, but
you. Yeah.
that was something,
That's
bro.
also, if we'd have had the rule changed like they had for Joshy, that's why it
Hmm.
makes you mad because that the same thing happened to us the year before with no rule change. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That same thing that happened. So, hey man, you said you got a new album coming out, baby.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna. That's the last thing we're gonna talk about, man. Tell the people plug your podcast in, man. We got.
Yeah, man. Y'all go check me out. KC Juice. That's on YouTube. That's on Spotify. Anywhere you can check out a podcast, check us out. We got a new episode that's going to drop by tomorrow night. That is a great episode that we filmed last night at the movie premiere, the KC premiere for a movie called Sarah's Oil, which is an outstanding movie about one of the richest women to ever, especially black women, to come through here. She was the richest black woman in the 40s and 50s. Sarah Rector. She grew up. They gave her some land in Oklahoma that struck oil. Sold her land eventually for over 37 million. She sold the rights to the land and kept a portion of the royalties as well. But she
Mhm.
sold the land for $37 million in the 50s, bro. In the 50s. So she lived well. They talked about her. You could go still her mansion down on 12th Street in Missouri
Mhm.
is still there right now. They talked about how she helped develop 18th and Vine into what it was, Count Basie and all these tremendous musicians used to come to her house and have
Mhm.
parties at the crib. Jack Johnson used to come and have parties at the crib. So,
Jack Johnson was a
like,
bad
she was
boy.
a
4.